Welcome to Resiliency Street. I'm Heidi Hansen. I'll be your host. What does resiliency mean to you? How do you know if you have resiliency or not? The best definition to that answer is the one you just told yourself in your own mind just now. Psychologists and researchers and scholars believe that the main traits of resiliency, the ability to bounce back from adversity or go through adversity without breaking, are acceptance, seeing the big picture, mindfulness and present moment, making meaning, flexibility, knowing that trauma changes us but we get to say how, self-soothing and self-talk. Which of these do you see in yourself? Which ones do you want to learn more about or build within yourself? Maybe you feel you don't have much resiliency right now, or your adversity is just too great for what you do possess. Maybe things are stacked up against you in life. Maybe you never had good role models or good relationships that gave you a sense of self-worth or strength or skills for coping. So how then do you pull resiliency out when you're broken from within? Well, the hallmark of health, the most normal thing we human beings do is learn, to want to learn, to try and find a way to keep learning, keep exploring, keep discovering, keeping curious about what is beyond that next hill. If you have just the willingness to try and learn something new, if you are just curious enough to see what's beyond the next hill, that's where your resiliency lies, because that's the root of your healthiness. So take a big, deep, long breath now with me and imagine a street, a pleasant and colorful, lovely street, 1 block long. There are several interesting shops along that street. Everyone is welcome to come inside and look around and partake of what is in those shops. You don't need money, just interest, just curiosity, just a willingness. Welcome to Resiliency Street. This is where, by poking into each shop and exploring around, we not only grow a resiliency, which is the ability to bounce back, but more, to use the adversity to grow in new and better ways, ways of our own choosing. Here's the first colorful, interesting, inviting shop we come to. Its sign reads, "Trauma changes us, but we get to say how." Imagine spending some time in that shop. It's a safe place where you are the store manager as well as the purchaser. How do you want to become through your adversity? What do you visualize in yourself and how you live and interact with other people, tasks, and places? The next shop we visit is the Making Meaning store. Here you can spend hours at your own work table with your own set of supplies and tools to make your own personal meaning out of your adversity. And then we go on next door and walk into a bright shop that has many books of all genres, frosted cookies, and warm beverages and soft, cushy chairs. You can stay as long as you like in this shop, which is called self-soothing, self-talk. Some of the books you read encourage and present specific phrases that can build up your strength, build up your hope, give you ideas of how to proceed through the next step. Next door is another vibrant shop. It is filled with yoga-styled stretch ropes, large cushy balls, thick soft rubber mats, and trainers who are ready to help you learn to be flexible, not just in your body, but in your mind. flexibility to be able to change plans or change your methods or strategies or goals when you need to. When you have finished your flexibility exercises there, you are feeling limber, warm, and soft, and yet tougher in your muscles, and yet bouncy in your joints. Next door is a meditation studio filled with lush tropical plants, cooling breezes, and soft and dynamic nature sounds. Here you practice meditation to learn to become the center of your present moment, tuned in to mindfulness, steady in your Zen bubble, which will carry you, or you will carry it with you as you step outside this shop and towards the next door store, which is an art gallery of sorts. All the paintings in there are larger than life, so large they spill out over the ceiling and into the hallways. And from close-up you cannot tell what the paintings are about, but standing back as far away as you can, the themes and subjects and materials become evident. There is a large telescope facing a window in the ceiling. The name of this gallery is See the Bigger Picture. And now we come to the last shop on this block, a tea and coffee shop managed by philosophers and poets. You are encouraged to write a short story, a song, or a poem about what acceptance means to you. And the name of the shop is Totally Acceptance. When you leave, you are given bouquets of freshly harvested flowers of the season, with their bulbs and roots intact, ready for replanting back at your own place of personal dwelling. Acceptance being your mantra and your theme. So this has been our walk down Resiliency Street. I'm your host, Heidi Hansen, and your counselor if you choose to learn more about resiliency skills as you wish and need for them to become more fluent in your life. Email or call me and we can set up a time to meet. I hope Resiliency Street is a place you'll come back to many, many times as you need, and stay as long as you need. All are welcome here on Resiliency Street.